and me and I'm me. What's going on, people? What is going on, people? Man, it's Monday, and you in here with AFN Cooler Talk, formerly kicking it with K Styles. Um, I'm your boy, 6 man K Styles, aka the fullback of AFN, and to my stage left, as you already know. Hold on, we gotta do it right. Wow, Mad Mike Sports, the great one. As y'all already know, man, this is Monday night, and what a hell of a weekend for football as what we have seen. But before we go ahead and start the show, Mike, what do we do for the people before we start the show?
The real
Roll call. You already know. Y'all already know the deal by now. Like I said, today's roll call goes to Mr. Motivator. We got Joseph Thornton. Noah Tyndale, y'all make sure y'all show him some love here in this chat. We got Jonta Rozier. We got Atlanta Nation, ATL Leo. We got Raheem DeVille. We got CK22. We got the homie, the young gunner, ATM 534 in the building. We got Raymond Elder. We got Isaac Crime. We got Michael Walker, Asia Green, and Mr. Lee. We D Coleman. All right. So if we haven't said your name, don't worry about it. Your name will get shouted out later here in the show. But I think we should go ahead and start it off like this. Today we're gonna kick it off with, don't mind the space in here. I did it last minute. What did the NFL divisional round show you as a football fan? What did you take out of these games?
I'm probably gonna get a lot of flack for this. But it's probably one of the most undisciplined football that I've seen in quite some time. They were entertaining as hell, but this shit was so undisciplined. And I'm talking about from a quarterback position. I got y'all ass there. Y'all thought I was talking about the whole game. I'm talking about from the quarterback position. This is one of the worst quarterback play I've seen in quite some time from certain players. Not everybody, but from certain players. That Titans game was awful. Jesus Christ. That shit was awful quarterback play. Jesus, that was bad. How the hell do you have Julio Jones? Don't even try to target the man like he's Julio. At the end of the day, is he the same Julio? He's not. Is A.J. Brown a young gunner? I think he is. But that divisional playoff for me, just terrible quarterback play. That's just my opinion. I'm very harsh on the QBs. Everybody know I'm harsh on the QB. I don't give them no leniency whatsoever. I see bad quarterback play, I'm gonna call it out. But I'm gonna let you get a little bit in before I really get to the nitty gritty.
Oh yeah, because you better get up because I got something to say tonight. I got something to say tonight. But so we're gonna start off with this game here. Let's see. Let's see what happened. Tennessee got 9 sacks on Cincinnati. Am I right? Both quarterbacks played average to terrible. Am I right?
Hey, let's do something real quick. Let's do something real quick.
All right. So you know what we do around here, man? We got somebody that want to say something to y'all. You already know him as LT. It's sexual, baby. Oh, I want to give it all
He
to
really
you.
did open it up like that.
Wow.
Wow, I was not expecting that
Wow.
intro.
I wasn't either. I wasn't.
Doom, doom, doom. But
I was not expecting that intro at all.
but LT, you know me by now. Most of these folks don't expect shit from me.
Oh man.
Oh my God.
They think, they think Mad Mike is crazy. I'm just unpredictable. So that's what makes all this
Wow.
crazy. But
Man. How y'all doing, everybody? I came on break just for this.
We may have some
And then
fun. All right.
and then I'm going on, and then I'm going back on break.
but yeah, we saw some. Oh, I got a question for everybody. Where was the people that said that Ryan Tannehill was one of the top 5 quarterbacks in this league?
But come talk to me. Please come talk to me.
I'm gonna ask everybody that's watching the show. Where was the people that said Ryan Tannehill was one of the top 5 quarterbacks in this league? From what I saw right there, I saw a Ryan Fitzpatrick game. I saw a Ryan Fitzpatrick type of game.
Wow, did he just pull out Fitz?
I just did. I just did. I'm for it tonight. I'm for it.
Wow. I mean, I got many names for Ryan Fitzpatrick. I call him Fitzpatrick. I call him Fitz Tragic. I call him Fitz Pit Six. I mean, like he's a man of many names, but I ain't gonna lie. I've seen better play from Fitz Tragic than I did see from Tannehill.
So let's switch it up there. He was on the Nathan Peterman side of the game.
Ooh, boy.
That sound about right.
That sound about right.
Yeah, that sound about right.
Think about this. Hey, Mike, what have we all always say about football? There's 3 phases of the game.
Offense, defense, and special teams.
Mm-hmm.
What happened this weekend? You lost. Games was won on defense.
I saw a quarterback that did absolutely nothing, and yet they're playing in the NFC Championship game this coming Sunday.
And for everybody that don't know, the thing is with Jimmy Garoppolo, this is an amazing stat. The 49ers are 9-2, 3-0 in the playoffs when Jimmy Garoppolo throws for 0 touchdowns.
I said before LT came on, and people gonna get on my ass for saying this, but I don't care. But this playoffs was some of the worst football I've ever seen. As far as it was.
First off, before you continue, who a Power Ranger right now?
Oh, that was me. That was my phone telling me, man, you better lay off around Tannehill. I'm like, no, his name is gonna be garbage tonight because that's exactly what he played like.
It was some of the worst football I've seen. It was awful. I'm talking about quarterback play, situational from offense, defense, special teams playing together. That's why it was so exciting, because it was so awful. It was really awful. These games, how in the bloody hell do you have 9 fucking sacks and you lose the goddamn game?
I'm gonna give you one better. How do you call a timeout and then proceed to send 10 people on the field in the game when the field goal?
Tragic football. This is some of the worst football I've seen in quite some time. But it will never be. It will never. Nobody will ever say that. Why? Because the shit was so exciting. It was so bad. It was so exciting.
Right. But we're gonna finish the topic on this Bengals game. Like you said, I saw the Bengals. They still got a lot of work to do, man. Because even though they come off hot, they tail real quickly. It's just the simple fact that Ryan Tannehill really just reverted back to Nathan Peterman status through all kinds of bad interceptions. I say the last one was kind of on the receiver because he dropped it, but at the end of the day,
I'm gonna make y'all laugh. That was that Joe Philbin Tannehill that showed up last Saturday.
Oh my goodness!
look at Kim.
Wow. That man really that man Wow. But look at the people. They saying the same thing. Like, look, bro. Like, come on, man. There was some bad football this weekend.
I mean, you saw Derrick Henry. He didn't look healthy, and without him being healthy, you see what this Tennessee offense is.
Oh, shout out to the Twitter person. I don't know your name. I wish I remembered your at, but shout out to you for literally one of the best tweets I saw that day was the Titans really risked Derrick Henry. The Titans really had Derrick Henry put a cast iron skillet as a foot to go on the field and lose.
Well, I'm about to look. I'm about to say they would be glad they did a cast iron skillet because they damn show was cooking eggs up on the damn field.
Man, listen, when I tell y'all, I laughed for 40 days and 40 nights because this guy.
Exactly.
Oh my goodness, a cast iron skillet as a foot.
Exactly. But like I said, congratulations to the Bengals. They shocking everybody as usual. They just made enough of the plays, offensively, defensively, special teams to win the game, which is a common theme for tonight's show. Remember that.
A really, really big shout out to Cincy's defense. Of course, like I said, we know Derrick Henry wasn't healthy and whatnot, but on a 4th and 1 to stuff that man on the yard of the game,
right?
Hey man, big props.
That DJ Reader that dude was insane. Yeah, right. He was insane against them. They couldn't block him all game.
Now, do y'all see what this game should show you? What a defensive line will look for your defense. Who doesn't have that? Who doesn't have that?
All I'm saying is
right now.
All I'm saying is, I wish Matt Ryan had a defense that got 9 sacks in the game.
Oh boy,
give Matt Ryan 9 sacks in the game. Give him 9 up. Come on, bro. 9 sacks.
Exactly.
I will say this as well. Like I've seen Tennessee Titan fans come out and say that if Matt Ryan played on this team, we'd be up 21-3 in the first quarter, no question. And that came from Titan fans. So of course, a lot of
Falcon. I'm about to say, Falcon fans. We ain't talking about everybody. We talking about the majority of one. There's certain teams that want your quarterback. That's all they need.
I saw at least. I'm just gonna be real. Outside of Buffalo and maybe not Cincinnati, but I can even go as far as saying if Matt Ryan is on Cincinnati, they really blow that team out. Matt Ryan don't take those sacks like a young Joe Burrow does. He took a lot of unnecessary sacks.
He took some terrible sacks, bro.
At some point, you gotta learn how to throw that ball away.
And somebody had the nerve to tweet out that both NFC championship games, all of them were mobile quarterbacks. That's it. I was like this. I said, what the hell mobility are you looking at?
I tell people all the time, Patrick Mahomes is the first time he's looked mobile all year. He hasn't been doing it all freaking year.
He don't do
That's
it
the
often.
reason why he was struggling. He
I
just had to do it.
I mean, Brady looked like a rickety old jalopy out there. So.
Oh man. Boy,
Boy.
Speaking of
We're
that,
gonna get on that one. We're gonna get on
do
that
you want to get on that one, or do you want to talk about the game everybody want to talk about? You want to get to the one everybody's been talking about?
Does this game require a QB that weigh green and they level 12?
Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's go ahead and get this out the way.
Let's go in order. Let's go in order. We'll go in order.
Okay,
yeah,
we're gonna go in order. Next game. 49ers, Packers, 13, the motherfucking 10.
Just think about that, bro.
All I'm gonna say is the old saying still stands. Defense wins championships.
Mm-hmm.
Defense, not offense. Defense wins championships. I understand what y'all saw that miss last night, but again, defense. Cause that game, cause that don't happen if one of those teams playing against one of those other teams that played in this game. That's all I'm saying. Defense.
There's
that bad man named Aaron Rodgers.
I want to throw out a stat for you guys, and this goes for the Packers, and I'm going to say something that's probably going to piss people off again, but I'm going to just come out and say it. Aaron Rodgers is overrated. He's probably one of the dumbest great quarterbacks I've ever seen. He's literally the dumbest great quarterback I've seen. Why? I'm about to read this stat out to you. Because there's no excuse for a guy with his ability and his knowledge and his experience to have a stat line like this. Okay, so just let me read this to you guys. All right. 20 for 29, 225, no touchdown, no interceptions, a quarterback rating of 91.9. But this is the kicker. This is the kicker right here. This is ultimately the reason why they lost that game. 9 catches, 129, 9 catches, 90 yards, 1 catch, 6 yards, 1 catch, 0 yards. He literally threw to 4 people. But most of the guys that he threw to the entire game were AJ Jones and Devontae Adams. That's literally all he was targeting the whole fucking game. You cannot win games in the playoffs throwing to 2 people. How the hell do you expect to win when you're literally throwing to the same people? 2 people had 10 catches between themselves. Why isn't this dude being called the fuck out? It's been one of the most overrated quarterbacks in the history of the game. He has blown leads. He's done absolutely nothing. Do you guys see that at the bottom? 49ers defeat the Packers 13-10 at home.
I mean, can we be honest? We all had done said the 49ers did us justice last week by beating the Cowboys, because we all want to see the Cowboys lose. But for you to walk in, here's the worst part about it. For a team that plays in sunny California, that barely see less than 7-degree weather, walk into a team's home that is used to playing in frigid freaking cold and was able to walk out victorious. Mm-mm.
Hold on. Hey, I'm about to. Oh, go ahead, LT. My bad. Go ahead. My bad, LT.
I was just gonna say this loss, it ain't the same feel, but it's kind of equivalent of watching a dome team come from the South to go and play in frigid cold weather and walk out victorious.
Mm-hmm.
But
Aaron Rodgers have. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead, man. Because I wanted to get this out the way right quick. Because I'm about to say, didn't Aaron Rodgers always complain about not having a home playoff game in the playoffs?
Mm-hmm.
He literally said after doing the championship game against the Falcons, man, we gotta get one of these at home, man. Because he had never played a championship game at home.
Mm-hmm.
And then last year happened. You had a championship game at home. Let me explain something to y'all folks about the. Can we deny Aaron Rodgers' skill set? We cannot.
Nope.
One of the greatest to ever do this. One of the greatest to ever play this game. But at this point, as much people complain about Matt, whatever the case may be, this man Rodgers, I can't believe I'm going to take up for the dude because I really don't like him. I always thought he was trash. But if Jay the Snake Cutler pulls his skirt up and goes on that field in 2010, Rodgers don't see a Super Bowl.
Mm-mm.
He does not see a Super Bowl. This man, right for now, the year they won, the following year they went 15-1. Home field advantage. If I'm not mistaken, Rodgers' stat line that season was 45 touchdowns and 2 interceptions. Phenomenal season. Phenomenal season. Just for us to watch you have Eli walk into your building and steal a game from you.
Whew.
This man had a massive lead against the Seattle Seahawks in their own home territory. And ultimately let Marshawn Lynch and Russell Wilson and the boys come back and win that game. This man has played I'm trying to think what game this was. He played against Colin Kaepernick in the postseason. Lost that game. The man has even came to Atlanta. Now, don't get me wrong. He gave us a thumping in 2010. One thing about me, I could ride the highs and the lows. He gave us a thumping in 2010. We returned the favor in 2016. Hey, at least we did have some sort of points before the game got out of hand. That man ain't scored a point to the second half. And we already had 30.
Right.
I mean, he didn't score a point until the second half, but we already had 30. The man has went on and played the 49ers in the NFC Championship game, got completely manhandled. And then you played Brady. You was piss poor in the first half. You tried to mount a comeback in the second half, but you fell short. And then you ultimately lose again against the 49ers. Now, let me tell you something. This man got playoff losses to Colin Kaepernick. This man got playoff loss. He got not one, but 2 playoff losses to Jimmy Garoppolo. What? Are you serious?
31-0 at halftime. Yeesh.
Remember, the same Jimmy Garoppolo that most 49er fans don't even want.
They don't even want this man. I mean, could you blame him? The man escaped the sack, rolled right, and threw an interception. when your tight end was open for at least about 3 seconds prior to you throwing the pick to him, trying to force the ball to him. What are we doing, people? You can't keep calling this man a bad man when this man ain't done nothing but choke year after year after year after year. And the crazy part about it is I've watched Matt lose games in the postseason after playing phenomenal.
And he doesn't get another chance to even get on the field because his defense will not get the ball back in the fourth quarter.
I watched that man go out there in an NFC championship game had against one of the best defenses that year, a top 2 defense that year, throw and goes 32 for 30. I'm sorry, let me make sure I'm correct. 32 for 40, 396 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, and one from a loss. But be that as it may, like I've seen people play worse. I'll like Jimmy G, and now I'm playing in the NFC Championship game. I watched Matt go out there and throw 27 for 22, 200, and if I'm not thinking, 268 yards, 2 touchdowns, no picks, and you had to stand on the sideline of the most important game of your life and just watch your opponent go downfield.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, but then I watched games where Rodgers go out there and literally done absolutely nothing when he lost. He did nothing.
Mm-mm.
Go ahead, Kevin.
Okay, that 2010 playoff run you talking about Aaron Rodgers?
Mm-hmm.
He went through Michael Vick, Matt Ryan, and Caleb Haney.
Caleb Haney.
Whoop, that's the sound of the police.
My man said Caleb Haney. Boy.
So remember, that was the game where
listen, both Atlanta fans and Chicago fans wish they could flip-flop one or the other. And I say that as a Falcon fan, I wish I had Chicago defense for that game. And I'm pretty sure Chicago probably wish they had Matt Ryan for that game.
Right.
It wasn't perfect for neither one. We had the QB, didn't have the defense. They had the defense, didn't have the QB.
But like you said, the narrative is Aaron Rodgers get all the excuses. But when you got other quarterbacks, I'm not even going to just throw Matt Ryan in here. I'm going to just say with any other quarterback that has a resume like that or plays in games like that, they'll rip him to shreds. But because he got the State Farm commercials and the discount double checks and he be on the Pat McAfee show all the time, I like, nah, bro.
Let me ask you, let me tell y'all good folks something. Do y'all know that every year that Rodgers, and more than likely, he's probably going to be league MVP again this year. But do y'all know that every year Rodgers won league MVP, he was there to accept it? Even the one year that Matt Ryan won league MVP, he wasn't even at the award show to accept it. He had a game to play the next day.
Right.
Mm-hmm. So y'all, that's what he's saying. Every time he has a great year, he gets destroyed.
Hey, I just realized something. You said Rodgers has 4 MVPs, 1 Super Bowl.
Pending this one, I think more than likely he'll end up getting it.
Pending. It sounds a lot like Brett Favre, don't it? The same guy he don't like, right?
Yeah.
Sounds like Brett Favre, don't it?
I mean, at least Brett made it to another Super Bowl in his career.
That is true.
He
I
just
mean,
happened to
he
run
don't.
into.
He
I mean,
fake being too
he
fair.
probably could have won back to back if he wouldn't have ran into a damn good Denver Broncos team. But you know,
Yeah. But the thing is, when they needed him the most, he made no impact in this game whatsoever.
ooh. Remember y'all said that it was Mike McCarthy, but it looks like it really was both of them. Because McCarthy gone, but the performance still the same.
So we can basically say that Aaron Rodgers is a regular season quarterback.
The greatest of all time.
Because the problem is yes, we can say he won the Super Bowl back in 2010. Remember New Jack City? Remember when she said, I was the prom queen of the high 1979. You out here eating trash off the ground with me now. What did that mean?
New Jack City, shake your booty.
Right, exactly. Michael Walker here said he takes Peyton Manning's spot as the greatest regular season quarterback ever.
I don't know, man. I mean,
that is so disrespectful to Peyton Manning.
that's really disrespectful to Peyton Manning. And let me say this, because in Peyton's career, at least a man played in 4 Super Bowls.
Right.
Rodgers ain't been the one since.
A lot of his defenses were a lot like Matt Ryan. He had no defenses doing a lot of his runs. They were all offense until they got Bob Sanders. That's when they started to make a turn for the better.
Bob Sanders and Robert Mathis burst on the scene. But
that's when they started.
But let's go to the next game. But like I said, shouts out to the 49ers. What was the theme of this game? Defense, special teams won this game. And LT said something earlier. He was like, how did a sunny California team that's not used to Lambeau's weather conditions go into Lambeau and beat them? Because San Francisco's team is built to play in cold weather.
Defense win championships.
I really wanna.
You can't lose if your opponent ain't scoring.
You can't win if you're not controlling that clock. I always say defense. Defense does
run the damn ball.
You gotta run that damn ball. You don't run that ball, you don't have an opportunity to play defense.
And give your defense enough time to rest.
A lot of rest.
Runtheball.com.
Exactly. You gotta have balance. That's why I always say everybody always talk about that 2000 Baltimore Ravens defense, but they don't have that. They don't have that season if it's not for that Jonathan Ogden, that offensive lineman, and Jamal Lewis. Like Trent Dilfer didn't really have to do much, but check the ball down to Sharp,
Shannon Sharp, Ty
Heat. Like that's all they had to do. Check the ball down. He didn't have to do much. So balance, like defense is the top, but you don't win without that balance. You gotta have balance, and that's why I love what the Falcons
and also a Savannah great, one of the guys that played a very pivotal running back that's from my hometown. He was a very key piece to that championship run.
Go ahead and say his name one more again.
Jamal Lewis.
Didn't nobody want to tackle him.
No. And he's really that big in person, people. He really is.
Oh, I've seen him in person too. I seen him at the airport. I said, "Good God Almighty!" This was after he retired. I said, "You mother." Like, damn, dude.
When I finally met him in person, he was still active. He was playing for Cleveland, but you still working out, he's still active. And this
dude was on a whole nother level. But but what the 49ers did in this game, Falcon fans, what the 49ers did in this game, they ran the ball Control the clock.
Did Eric Williams tweet? You saw the Eric Williams tweet?
Oh, Eric.
You didn't get that? Oh,
I
man.
didn't get no.
I saw. You gonna
it,
show it, or you want me to say it?
Go ahead and say it. I forgot to put it up here.
For all Falcon fans, Eric Weems, a former Falcon, tweeted these exact words. Oh, now Shanahan want to run the ball and burn some clock.
Exactly.
And this should segue right into this game.
Wait a minute. Man. Let's go ahead and segue into the next game.
With that tweet coming out and what took place in this game, I don't care what nobody say. We done said it. We got some sources that told us, they know some folks that work within the organization of that night. But the Atlanta Falcons, our beloved Atlanta Falcons, really got screwed 4 years ago. Well, fit to be 5 years ago. Our beloved Falcons got screwed. Because I don't understand how in the hell their Rams played. They literally played what we did. They played bump and run across the board. They put pressure on the quarterback. They was giving Brady nightmares. Oh, y'all better believe. Oh, he looked 44. He looked 44 Sunday. They was giving that man absolute fits. And then all of a sudden, in the second half.
What that mean? What that mean? They got a little bit smoke. They got a little bubble gum on them. They got a little bubble gum.
I wish I had a dunce hat for that. Yeah, that's exactly what the hell they was.
Okay, so for people that might not have saw that game, the Rams was officially up in this game 27-6 with 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the third quarter.
Before we go further, they was up 27-3. You already know. Come on,
27-3.
Brady, 27-3. Brady on the field. Oh, the Super Bowl. Oh, the Super Bowl. Oh, the Super Bowl. Like, damn. Chris Collinsworth. We know. We lived it.
Come on,
you won't let nobody forget it.
Come on. Y'all can't tell me that like this stuff continuously happen the exact same. It's never any different from what every time he plays in the playoff, it's the same story. It develops the same way. He gets down by 20. He did it this year with the Falcons. The Falcons got up, and then all of a sudden they get stupid.
It wasn't this year. It was last year though.
Last year, that's what I mean.
Last year, the 17 to nothing at halftime, and then like I shout out to Chisel the Donners. I can't lie, it was a good bit. I'm not gonna lie, because they did a side by side where it showed Brady in the Super Bowl and in that game where he had his head down like this and just standing behind. And they showed, and I gotta give Chisel the Donners for this. It was great comedic timing. I can't even lie. We lost, but it was great comedic timing. And it showed where Brady had his head down in the background. You heard was, it is time. It's time. It's Brady time. I had to give the man credit. It was great comedic timing. It was great. But yeah, for some odd reason, people just like coaching, the coaching, the team, everybody just lose all their senses playing this man. Wow. You got two offensive coordinators, they act like they don't know. I take it back, 3 to be honest, because Mike Martz don't get a pass. Get the ball to Marshall Faulk. The man was literally averaging like 6 yards per carry. Get the ball to Marshall Faulk.
Right.
What are we doing?
Right.
This man Beville had Marshawn Lynch. This man was, at the time, Marshawn Lynch, beast mode, he basically what Derrick Henry is right now, guaranteed 1 yard. You guaranteed a yard.
All you
throw a
need.
slant. You throw a slant pass at the goal line, and the man had the audacity to say, "I was trying to burn clock." It was an incomplete pass to stop the damn clock. And then, of course, we all know what Shanahan did because he did it in that Super Bowl and turned around. 3 years later, he did it in his own Super Bowl. He quit running the ball.
Well, technically, it will be 4. You forgot about Andy Reid and Eric Bieniemy last year.
Yeah, they ain't had no sense of running the ball in that game either. I don't know why.
Everybody, it's the same stuff over and over again. It never is the same story. And somebody told me this.
But y'all know who can't quit running the ball?
Wait, no. Somebody told me this yesterday. I didn't really think about this, but I was on Twitter and somebody said he said these exact words. It said, when you are better, you see these things happen. You see these things unfold every time. And people thought he was crazy when he said it. But people who bet on these games, they see these patterns every freaking time. It's all about really betting, man. And a lot of people win and lose money on this guy. Because like I said, it never fails. It's the same story. We got guys that have been in the league for 30 years, and then all of a sudden they get Why? Why do everybody always why do we not remember to run the ball? Why is it that everybody started doing goofy stuff, fumbling the ball, not going out of bounds? The defense all of a sudden, did anybody pay attention to this? And I'm about to tell you, did anybody pay attention to the Rams defense? They have been playing bump and run the entire game, and then the fourth quarter, he goes to cover. He got Jalen Ramsey 10 yards away, no safety help. They have been giving him safety help all game, and then the fourth quarter comes, we're going to play off.
Where have we seen this script before?
This is a coincidence that guy played.
For anybody that's that was big cartoon fans like I was and kind of still is. We had a show back in the day that had these 3 friends, and they all shared the same name, and it was just like, and for some odd reason, when it comes to the culture style playing the Brady, all you keep hearing is "Hello, light." Hello, light. Hello, light. Hello, light. That's all you see.
Ed Nettie. Oh my goodness. It was like, bro, it couldn't have got scripted so perfectly because it literally went the exact same way.
I need me a jawbreaker, Eddie.
Like, bro, I like, dude, I almost had
I'm not even a Rams fan. I like to have a conundrum.
Right.
Exactly, because it's like you attacked him, you bust Brady in the mouth, but it was like once Brady got busted in the mouth, your asses went conservative.
I'm glad you brought that up. Why the hell y'all act like it was so special? Oh my God, Brady lip reading. Oh, my damn quarterback was out there literally losing blood out of his hand profusely, and you ain't see him complaining.
You really could have bled the fucking death.
Literally. Now you literally seen blood just gushing out of this man's hand, and y'all looking like, and now y'all, oh my God. I'm bleeding.
Wait, Dave. What Dave Chappelle say? I'm bleeding. but dude, I'm just saying, bro. All the fumbles, really.
Literally, you get a strip sack on Brady and great field position. The very next play, your center snaps the ball 30 yards behind.
Ain't no reason for him to snap that ball at that time. It ain't no crowd noise. It ain't nothing going. He just snaps the ball. Come on, bro.
All the real wrestling fans remember this from back in the day. I wanted to pull a Triple H of Mankind. I wanted to take the center, put his head between my legs, and pedigree him on thumbtack.
Like they was literally trying to give that game away. And like I said, we have to think about it. The only points that they scored, really, they scored 3 field goals in the second half. Am I right?
Yeah.
All I'm saying is it was like watching that game unfold like it did. It was like, Master Bruce, how do you want your ex?
I want him with a side of Tom Brady.
Like you literally like Alfred the game, like you serving it up on the silver platter. What are we doing?
Oh, you said they tried to superhead that game, bro? They tried to superhead that game, bro.
Well, the difference is at least Mr. Marcus can get a second round. In the playoffs, you would want it done.
That's it.
I'm sorry.
But like I said, Tom Brady gets eliminated. Antonio Brown petty as hell.
That was.
Antonio Brown.
Everybody knew that was coming. I was just waiting for it. And he gave that man said, I just can't stop laughing. That man said, I can't stop laughing. Hey, man.
That boy petty, bro.
All I'm saying is though, I just want to ask y'all two and our fans the question: is Cooper Kupp the best receiver in the league?
No. He's
Okay.
the most targeted receiver in the league. He's the most targeted.
Oh, okay.
Different. He got great.
He's a good receiver.
He's one hell of a
he's one hell of a receiver, but I wouldn't put him as the best.
Top 5?
Let's see.
Yeah.
Let's see. Top 5. Let me see. You still got Hopkins. I'm just going off of I'm not going off a particular order on number 1 through 5. Let me see.
Yeah.
You got Adams.
Mm-hmm.
You got Hopkins.
Mm-hmm.
Still got to put Julio up there, even though it's a bad year.
No.
No.
You gotta be on the field.
You gotta be on. Well, hold on. Let me do it like this. You done got kicked off the island.
Basically.
Yeah, I would say, Cooper Kupp may be top 5 in this league, but the best, no.
I understand. I was just asking. Even though he had the fumble, and somebody like this person here, Joe DeBrave, he said Stafford definitely deserves his credit. I give him credit because, like, for you to be playing in Detroit for years, and it just goes to show you that Detroit is just an abysmal organization to be playing for, because this man got in the playoffs with a decent team, and like right now he's one game away from playing in the Super Bowl. Even though the game was pretty much getting served on the silver platter, for him to make the throws that he did late, I got to give him credit for that. Like, but also Todd Bowles do zero coverage.
And guess what?
Really do. What are we doing?
He has a full, complete team.
Damn, boy! I tell you, everybody get complete teams around this bitch, but one person.
Debo is not a wide receiver. Let's talk. Debo is not a wide receiver.
Debo is just he's a weapon.
He's not a wide receiver.
Like even though he's listed as wide receiver, but he's just a football player.
He's essentially what CP is. Those guys are just weapons. Like you can just put them anywhere and they can ball.
Right.
At this point, anytime you play the 49ers, everybody be like, shit, they go Debo. Who? Debo.
That's it.
And then Ndamukong Suh had the nerve to talk shit to damn Matthew Stafford
That
during
man
the
said
game.
he kicked him. That man unrolled it over this man.
Wait a minute.
Hit the man and say he kicked him.
Let's pause real quick on that part. He talking about somebody kicking. You the last person.
Last
Game
one
of
to talk
football.
about
Game of football. They be talking about somebody getting kicked without a literally seeing you hit the stone cold stump on somebody over here.
Hey, look. Then he was watching Boondocks every time. He like, stomp him in the nuts. Stomp him in the nuts.
I don't watch this man get on the field. Y'all know, remember when Stone Cold started the what chance? And every time he did them kicks in the corner, what?
Exactly. But let's get to the main event tonight. Let's get to the main event tonight.
Y'all not gonna like what I got to say about this game.
Let me say this, Will. I gotta say this. Y'all want to go straight to the biggest topic?
I mean, everything is pretty much,
everything ties in, so it's all going into one.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. I'll kind of set it up like this. This game was the ultimate game where you saw exactly what I was talking about. This is one of the worst playoffs that I've seen as far as being a complete team. The absolute worst. I think the Chiefs offensively, those guys were just elite. I'll say this again. I said it before. I thought Patrick Mahomes would be good, but I had no idea this dude would be this damn good. This dude is just like, you talk about the intelligence. You look at his IQ, his patience. I'm really more impressed with his patience. Like, he just look like he don't give a fuck if you coming after him or not. That's what I'm really like. I'm really blown away by how he's just so poised. Like, you could just be like, all right, oh, he coming after me. Step to the side. Oh, you want to blitz me? Oh, I'll do a little pirouette, go around and go to the left, go to the right, and throw the ball 500 feet, 500 yards down the field to Tyreek. He'll catch it. It's like his patience is just what blows me away. His patience in the pocket is, I don't think anybody's had that type of poise in the pocket. This dude is literally a god in the pocket. He does not panic.
I know, for the big devil advocate.
He is poised in the pocket. But what I like most, what I saw most, is that what I like most about this game, or what I did not like most about this game, and that's gonna go into exactly what the main event is. Bills, y'all need to stop. Bills fans and Bill apologists, y'all need to stop. Stop it. Because if the Bill defense was actually the number one defense, y'all asses should have got the damn job done. You failed. Period. Point blank. And what all this is, everybody want to put one particular aspect over a team game. Y'all just care about all offense. Nobody give a fuck about defense. Nobody give a fuck about special teams. That's the real reason why y'all lost. I don't hear that damn thing about no overtime rule. That's not why y'all lost. Y'all lost because y'all couldn't fuck with Tyreek on special teams. Y'all lost because y'all defense couldn't get one damn stop in 14 seconds. That's the real reason. It ain't because your boy Josh Allen didn't get enough time. Josh Allen played absolutely phenomenal, but that's not the reason why. Y'all lost because y'all was not a complete team. And let's be honest, even with Honey Badger out, The Chiefs was a complete team. Y'all weren't. Period. Point blank.
All right, let me be devil's advocate here because I would say this about Mahomes. Phenomenal player, phenomenal game. The man is one of the young great players of this league. I would say this with the magical play that he does. If a person wraps him up and brings him down, it's a different conversation. Yes, I give him credit for stepping out of tackles and whatnot, but sometimes a lot of guys be second guessing themselves when they get close to him because of the magic. Sometimes just all you gotta do is just get close enough, grab him, and hold on to him. It'll solve a lot of that. But with me being said, I will go back to what Mike just got on the the last couple minutes of this game. Let me tell y'all something. This is exactly what's wrong with football. Like, this is exactly what's wrong with football. High scoring games, I'm not feeling that. I'm not feeling seeing you. There's no way two teams should be able to put up a combined 18 points in a matter of like a minute and some change. No way. That is absolutely abysmal. People might look at it like, oh my God, it was so exciting. It was one of the greatest thrills and one of the greatest finishes I've ever seen. Yes, it might have been. But as a person that has watched physical football most of my life, that is horrendous. Horrendous. And any defensive player who saw that or played in that game last night should be looking at each other like, bro, we played like shit. I don't care what nobody say. You better believe if you even though the season been over, you think Ray Lewis would have walked off that field? Like, man, we played even if they won, man, we played a hell of a game, man. We got the win. He'd have been mad as hell. Cause why in the fuck we giving up 2 scores in 30 seconds? Why are we doing this? This has got to stop, people. The league has to do better on that part because you trying to make it this high scoring game and whatnot. I hate to say this, but this is exactly what's wrong with basketball these days. You want to see? I don't like seeing teams putting up 120, 130 points in a game. I came from an era halftime. It's 45, 48.
Yeah,
that's halftime.
Shit, that's the first quarter now.
That's the first quarter.
That's the first quarter now.
But
no defense being played.
Real quick. The reason why I said what I said about we got to put the onus on the defense because we say I hear it's a common even here. It's like it's nothing wrong with the overtime rules. Play some defense. It's like that. Don't you guys think? I think that rule is absolutely perfect because we in a time right now where they're like all they really want to do is focus on offense. So if the defense won't play defense and get the game over, we'll goddamn do it. That's why they built the rule to begin with. Y'all ain't playing no defense, we'll end the game for you. Because if you're not going to play defense, you're going to have teams going back and forth for 4, 5, for overtime because defenses can't stop. So that's why the rule is put in place.
Bills fans, I want y'all to listen to me closer to what all Bills fans they're gonna end up running to this video. I want y'all to listen to me good. I understand the overtime rules kind of y'all feel messed up about it. As a Falcon fan, I had to deal with it, and I dealt with it on the biggest stage of them all. I did not complain once about the overtime rule. But here's what I wanted to tell y'all. Your defense, to my recollect, was the #1 defense in the league this year. How can y'all not stop somebody in 13 seconds?
Okay, so I look at the look of your face. Go ahead and give your thoughts. K-Star really has something to say, so let's give him the floor
Floor
right
is
now.
yours, dog. You got
Yeah,
it.
he been irking about this today. So
You got it, kid. Look at that man's face. Look at his fucking face.
I'm finna tell you right now, and this is not to anybody in particular.
Mm-hmm.
But why the fuck are we trying to give participation trophies for motherfuckers that ain't doing their job? Like I said,
y'all really do be grading people differently too.
Like I said,
across the board.
Like I said, the overtime rules did not. Ain't nobody had no outrage about the overtime rules until this game. Let's be honest. The reason why they outraged is because Kansas City won.
They had a slight outrage when Kansas City played the Patriots. Because remember in that game, in overtime, Brady got the ball first and marched downfield and got the game on the touchdown. And folks was kind of questioning it then, but it wasn't as big. But based off that quote thriller that they love so much, right. That's why they're in outrage.
The theme of tonight's show was you have to win in all three phases of the game. LT just said it. You had the number one defense. You was up by 3 with 13 seconds. No, you get no damn sympathy from me. You should have stopped somebody. Instead of worrying about playing the damn sidelines, you forgot that this offense had 3 timeouts. So the middle was wide open.
Now, I want to sleep on the game. So because you just said something I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Can't say that all 3 timeouts?
They had all 3 timeouts, and the defense was playing the sidelines. So the middle was wide open.
Go ahead. Oh boy. Go ahead.
I've been getting hit on Twitter the whole damn day about people talking about changing this rule. No. Like I said, all 3 phases of the game is important. If you can't make a play in overtime when you lose the coin toss, you deserve to lose.
Listen, as a person that played defense or whatnot, but this is what it comes down to: situational football.
Exactly.
Why are you playing the sideline when they got 3 timeouts? My thing is this. This is my thought process the whole time. 13 seconds. Hat on the hat, man on the man, and we're going to have a safety in corner guarding Tyreek Hill. Whoever the safety is, you 40 yards deep. Do not let 10 beat you. No. That's it. If Kelsey catch it, I don't need you to make a play on the ball. Let him catch it, secure the tackle. That's it.
Now, let me hit this comment right here. It says, so when Brady beat us in the Super Bowl, y'all didn't want to see Matt Ryan get a chance. The reality of it is the defense did not make the plays they needed to do. We
don't deserve it. Let's stop. This is what the fuck we talking about. About participation trophies.
See, exactly.
You don't deserve to be. You don't deserve.
Josh,
when you got a lead, you don't fucking deserve it.
Dude. Hold on. Let me say this right quick. The only people that's complaining about this are people whose team is not benefited from it. Now, if their team benefited from it, this would be no outrage. Like I said, the Falcons had multiple opportunities to stop somebody on defense to prevent them from getting into overtime. 2 2-point conversions. An interception that should have happened. Vic Beasley dropping the interception in the end zone.
We didn't fucking deserve it.
Let me say something, Josh. I want you to listen to me good, bro. And I'm like I said, we are diehard Falcons fans here.
Exactly.
But we're realists as well. We are real about the sport. And I'm here to tell you, as much as I would love for Matt to get the opportunity, I can't be mad at that. And I mean, and just like what K-Style said, it was multiple chances for us to make the plays and to make the necessary adjustments. We literally got in field goal range, and our offensive coordinator literally called the passing play when all he had to do was run the ball. Run the ball, kick the field goal. Our field goal kicker that year, I don't think he even missed a field goal. He was first team All Pro.
Mm-hmm.
You well within his range. Defensively, our defense gave up a 80 plus TD drive and a 90 plus yard TD drive with 2-point conversions on top of that.
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck do
I don't
we
have no
deserve
sympathy
that?
for my team.
Look.
Why do we got go ahead, kid?
Look. So if both teams get an opportunity to score a touchdown, if both teams score the touchdown, the next team wins. The next team who scores wins, either it's a field goal or not. So what the fuck is y'all complaining about? I'm
gonna be honest, the Steelers didn't complain. The Steelers was the first team victim of the rule.
Didn't complain. Exactly. We lost the same way. We said embrace.
I'm saying like the Steelers was the first team victim of the rule because remember they made the rule change for the playoffs in 2011, and then they made it for the regular season in 2012.
Yes,
but the Steelers was the first victim of it because in that very first play overtime game between Denver and Denver, Tebow takes the snap. He does his little RPO thing. He hits Demaryius Thomas, rest in peace, across the middle for a long TD pass. Mm-hmm. Pittsburgh, I didn't see not one Steelers fan come out and complain about that overtime rule. Mm-mm. Not one. They took the loss on the chin.
Just let me get this. This is what we're talking about. This is what I love, Joe, but you are absolutely wrong on this. All right. I just don't like the aspect of offense getting the score a defense and score a touchdown in OT and win. This is what we're talking about. It's a team sport. You're focusing on one aspect of a team. This is why you build a defense. This is why you have the best kicker. This is why you have the best punter. This is why you have the best return man. It's a team sport. If your defense isn't good enough to stop the opposing team, it's your fault. It's not the damn rules' fault.
Can we be? I'm gonna be honest with y'all, people. I want y'all to listen to me really good because here's the thing about the overtime rule. Yes, if a touchdown is scored on the very first possession of OT, the game is over. Now, this is what I want y'all to understand about that. If your defense forces the opponent to punch you the football back, the next scores wins.
Field goal. So
this is why defense is important. This is exactly why defense is important.
And we sitting here bitching and complaining about overtime. Dude, make the play so you don't get in the overtime.
It's more to you can't look at that game last night and say overtime made and break the Bills, but it was 60 minutes prior.
Hold on. Let me show y'all something right quick because I'm glad we talking about this because I actually got a picture up here.
Oh yeah.
Hold on. Y'all, yes. I want y'all to take a look at this. Look at them score lines.
29-26 with 154 left. 29-33 with 102 left. 36-33 with 13 seconds left. 36-36 at the end of the fourth, in overtime. And the final score was 36-42.
Now look at the third line. Mm-hmm. Buffalo was up 36-33 with 13 seconds left. So with these people talking about we need to change the rule, man, fuck all y'all. Like I said, you got to make the plays when it counts.
You got the number one rated defense in the league. You can't hold nobody for 13 seconds.
Say it again.
You got the number one rated defense in the league, and you can't hold your opponent for 13 motherfucking seconds.
Right.
13.
See, but here's the problem.
I burned 13 seconds just about to repeat that statement.
Oh, did y'all see the other thing that was posted today? They said Kansas City getting in the field goal range burnt less time than Dak Prescott running that quarterback draw.
Whew. At some point, you gotta look at yourself and say you're the reason why, not the rule. The rule is the rule. But if you're not in position to make that rule in effect, then you ain't complaining about the rule. That's what Kevin was just talking about. If you don't do your job, that rule doesn't apply. If you do your job, that rule doesn't apply. So is it really the rule's fault or is your damn fault?
Look, I'm about to say y'all like
overtime loss.
Y'all like to complain.
Seconds.
Look, y'all like to complain about Matt Ryan and the Falcons not doing their job in regulation. Where's the same energy for this team? That's why I said they get no sympathy from me. You lost in 13 seconds.
13 seconds. If you're the number one defense and your ass could not stop a motherfucker in 13 seconds, you deserve to lose.
I mean, shit, at least the Patriots did have a whole quarter and a half.
Let me paint a picture for y'all. We got Dikembe Mutombo. All right? Dikembe Mutombo is arguably the greatest shot blocker in the history of the game. This is the game on the line. You got Michael Jordan coming, and he's about to, let's say Michael Jordan, damn Vince Carter, somebody. He got one job to do, and his job is to block the shot. Don't let Michael Jordan or Vince Carter dunk on him, and he doesn't do his job. Whose fault is it?
Right. Exactly. And then Kid Quest here said the only time the overtime rule didn't work for a team's favor was the Saints when they played the Rams. The only reason why it didn't work because Drew Brees threw an interception in overtime, which put the Rams in field goal range to win the game. At the end of the day, like I said, the reason why is people want to see the college rule because they want to see the teams keep playing.
Listen, I got to go to work in the morning. I gotta go to work in the morning. I ain't got time to be sitting here watching y'all have 13-day OTs. This is not it.
Exactly. Let me ask y'all a question. So if they had the college football rule in OT, y'all gonna sit up and watch the game? And what happens if your star players get hurt in overtime? What's gonna be the excuse there?
And you got a point, because I'm gonna tell you something. I'm older now. I have responsibilities, so I can't stay up that late. But you laughing. But when I was a teenager in high school that didn't have that many responsibilities, I was up to 1 a.m. watching a Big East tournament, and I watched two teams play 7 OTs.
Oh man. Mm-hmm.
Look. I'm about to say the way y'all complaining about overtime, you might as well just do away with overtime and give both of them the win. That's what it sounds like y'all doing. And what's the fun in that? Because basically what you're doing is you don't want to admit that all three phases of the game matters. That's pretty much what it comes down to. Y'all don't care about defense. Y'all don't care about specialty. Y'all don't care about third down conversions. Y'all don't care about third down stops. Y'all don't care about turnovers. Y'all just want to see offenses put points on the board.
Stop listening to ESPN.
I don't care if it's a field goal. I don't care if it's a touchdown. If you cannot stop, if you cannot do your job, if you're a shot blocker and you don't block shots, you get dunked on. That's your fault. You did not do your job. As a defense, your job is to tackle, make sure they don't move or have as little progress as possible. Force them to punt. They did not do that. So at the end of the day, that rule does not apply if you do your job. The rule does not apply if you do your job.
So Joe, Joe, you say, so honest question, why change the rule from field goal wins it in the first place then? You could make the same argument your defense should keep them from getting the field goal range. That's the point we're making, because the rule states in overtime, whoever receives the ball first and goes downfield and scores a touchdown, the game is over. But if your defense come up with a stop and stops the team that got the ball first, that means next scores wins. That mean that mean they defense got to do their job too.
Exactly. And then you said, why change the rule from field goal wins it in the first place then? At the end of the day, your defense still had to make plays regardless.
Okay, so say if the Falcons are OT. Say if the Falcons are OT. And we got the ball first, but we got stopped. Special teams. I mean, your punter need to do his job and play field position. If we could pin them inside the 10 and your defense forced them to punt the ball back to you, now the ball back in your hands. You go right downfield, get in the field goal range, game over. Or if time expires, we just gotta leave this bitch with a tie.
Hey, look. What they want is they want the XFL rules where you scramble to the damn 50-yard line and get the ball in order to get in overtime. That's what they want. They want to play throw them up, bust them up to see who gets the ball first in overtime.
Like I said, I love Joe. But at the end of the day, it's three phases of the game. And if your phase cannot stop the other phase, then you deserve to lose.
Exactly.
Period, point blank.
Exactly. Like I said,
I once again will say, how are you the number one defense and you cannot stop somebody in 13 seconds?
13 seconds. We're talking about 13 seconds. So, just take a second. Take a second to think. We couldn't even win the Carolina game. I think it was like 20-something seconds on the clock with Matt Ryan. I forget what the Carolina game when he threw the Marcus Jenkins on the sideline. It was a little bit more time than that. It was a bit more time.
It was less time than that. It was 6.
It was 6
and
seconds.
You want to know? It was 6 seconds, and I'm gonna tell y'all what was stupid about that. Because as amazing of a moment it was for me as a Falcon fan and as for the Falcons for Matt rookie year. Why didn't Chicago kick it deep? I understand people may be like, but this is the thing, dude. This is why we keep telling y'all it's about 3 phases of the game. You didn't want to kick it deep because you want to keep it from a possible kick return from happening. But then you squib kicked it, and our guy ended up catching it at the right spot. And all we needed was one good throw.
Okay.
That's all you needed.
Yeah. It was
mindful in that game. Special teams had pretty much cost us. Because if Jason Elam make the field goal that he missed prior, we're not in that position.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So Jason Elam got the opportunity to redeem himself from a field goal he missed earlier in that game. Matter of fact, in that quarter.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, 3 phases. At the end of the day, you got to make the plays to prevent from going to overtime, because once overtime comes, your fate is decided on 2 sides of a coin, heads or tails. See, the thing is, nobody wants to hold all 3 phases of the game accountable. That's really what it comes down to. Hold on. I got something here I want to show y'all, and I want y'all to see this right quick. Hold on, let me move that out the way. Let me move this out the way right quick.
Oh gosh, yeah.
So look at this. The current OT rules, not sudden death unless the team gets the ball first, scores a touchdown, were implemented in 2010 playoffs and 2012 regular season. Under current OT rules, there have been 163 overtime games, including playoffs. They said teams that won the overtime coin toss have a record of 86, 67, and 10, which is 52% of the games. Okay, that was back then. There's been 11 OT games. Now, teams who have won the coin toss have a record of 10-1. So if you're looking at those odds that 9 times out of 10, whoever wins the coin toss is going to win, why don't you just prevent the plays from getting to that point? And the problem, and like I said, the problem is And like I said, I'm gonna keep saying it like this. I think the people were really upset about it because Buffalo lost. I don't even think it has anything to do with the overtime rules in general.
You said so the rules say that under the current OT rules, only what it say, 52% of what?
52%. Like I said, that's including playoffs. 52% of teams that get the first, they get the coin toss, win the game at a 53% rate. So there's a 47% chance that they're not gonna win the game.
Right. So that goes to show you that it amplifies for the defense, because if the opponent received the ball first and didn't score, that means your defense did their job.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Because see, to be honest, if we're being honest, it kind of evens out. Because if you get the ball first, all you got to do is get 6. If you get 6, you walk out with a dub. Mm-hmm. But then if you can't,
whoa. This is where this is what we gotta stop. We gotta stop with this. We gotta stop with this favoritism. It's all about favoritism. This favoritism. I don't give a damn if they did not do it. I don't give a damn if KC's defense sucks.
They made enough plays to goddamn.
They made enough plays. That's it. It doesn't matter how good this guy. You did not do your job when it's needed most. It's like Michael Jordan with 3 seconds on the clock. Either he gonna hit that bitch or he gonna miss it. What the hell you gonna do?
Exactly.
It don't matter how good the other defense is, how good this team is, or how good that. It doesn't matter. You did not do it. They didn't do their job. It ain't because
I'm a Lakers fan. I remember a Pacific game where I watched Shaq play tremendous defense, and this man, one of the greatest power forwards to play the game, who's known for a bank shot, hit a one-legged fadeaway jumper at the free throw line that left us 0.4 seconds on the clock. 0.4.
Defense is not going to stop a defense like offense.
So all it took is for the defender to force this one point guard to just hold it for 0.4 seconds. If he had to double clutch it, it's over. But you allow that man to get one free release, enough to get off a shot in less than a whole second, of 4/10 of a second.
Right.
And we walked out of San Antonio victorious.
Yeah. See, and then like I said, these comments right here, this just letting me know y'all don't give a fuck about defense. Joe and Andrew, they don't give a damn about defense. If your defense hold the offense, no matter how good the offense is, if your defense does its job, then you ain't got nothing to worry about. See,
because you keep talking about how bad KC defense was.
They did enough to win the game.
But again, number one defense in the league, 13 seconds.
I about to say, who won the game?
13 seconds. You cannot listen, dog. You cannot talk about OT when you can't stop somebody in 13 seconds.
Exactly.
Why are you talking about Kansas City defense when the number one defense couldn't even do their job?
In 13
so you talking
seconds.
about how bad you up here talking about how bad KC defense is? They ain't number one.
I'm about to say y'all might well go watch some flag football then. How about that?
On top of that, they didn't have their best player. They didn't have Honey Badger.
Exactly.
So you want to throw that in there? Buffalo had all their stars except for Davis.
I mean, because like you said, we can nitpick on this because I'm here to tell you when Josh Allen threw that TD on 4th and 13, and you find a wide open receiver in the back of the end zone, you better believe Honey Badger wouldn't have left that man open like that.
Right.
Ain't no possible way. That's his side too. That's his side of the field.
That's his side.
That's not happening on Honey Badger. Right. That's not happening. So we can do that all day.
Let's put that
See that
up
third
there.
line right there? See that third line right there? That thing said 36-33 with 13
13
seconds.
seconds.
That's not good enough. That's not enough time for you to win a game. 13 seconds
with timeouts.
I don't know, Joe. I don't know if Joe is Falcon fan, but let me ask you something, Joe. Let me tell you a little story. I watched a running back that wasn't supposed to scored in the game last year. And when the team kicked the ball off, the opponent had 45 seconds with no timeouts. And they needed a touchdown to tie the game and the extra point to win it.
Mm-hmm.
That team drove downfield in 45 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Why not having no timeouts? Scored that touchdown and kicked the field goal, the extra point, to seal the victory on a walk-off. Literally a walk-off. As in, it was 0 seconds on the clock when he scored, when he threw the game winning the game tying touchdown. And when their kicker hit the extra point, it was over.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, the reality of it is these people are mad that Buffalo lost. Let's just keep it real. Like I said, this sound like I'm reaching at the time. It sound like I'm reaching, but they're mad Buffalo lost. Let's just keep it real. But you still had third. That's one of the reasons, but I think that's part of the reason why. But your defense, like LT said, number one in the league, had 13 seconds to stop a guy from making a pass for 30 plus yards to get in the field goal range.
I mean, nobody, like, if LeBron missed a dunk, then it was for a game winner. He missed a dunk. Will anybody be talking about, oh, he got fouled? LeBron dunked on plenty of people 40, 50 million times. That's all he does. He will posterize the fuck out of you. Mm-hmm. LeBron is that dude. When you talk about physicality, driving to the hole, it doesn't matter if you touch him, grab him. He almost like Shaq. The dude gonna dunk on you. So why am I saying that? It's like Steph Curry missing a 3-point shot. Mm-hmm. Steph Curry, all he does is hit game-winning daggers. Michael Jordan, game-winning daggers. Anybody gonna have sympathy when Michael Jordan and Steph Curry missed a 3? No. I highly doubt it.
No.
Anybody gonna have sympathy when Tom Brady don't? When Tom Brady don't? Nope, they're gonna say, man, well, Tom Brady did it 7 times before. At the end of the day, you still got to do what you got to do.
So, I remember back in 2010, it's a game 6, closeout game for the Lakers, playing the Phoenix Suns. We needed 1 win to get back to the NBA Finals. The Lakers was up by like 20 plus points in the third quarter, going into the fourth. Seems like, we fit the smooth sail our way back into the finals, baby. Rematch against Boston in 2008, this and third. In the blink of an eye, late in the game, shoot, score 96-93 on 93 or 96-93. Holy shit. We're in a dogfight, people. With the game on the line. Our opportunity for us to go back to the finals. And it took one man to be extraordinary. And let me tell you something. One thing I can say about this man here, I watched this man go against some tremendous defenders. Let me tell you something. You couldn't play better defense than what Grant Hill did on this particular position. That boy, my boy Kobe, the late great Kobe Bryant, that man there had his go-to move, that one dribble pull up. But usually, he like to try to pump fake to get you off your feet. He pulled that move. Grant Hill didn't fall for it. Stayed on his feet. So Kobe said, F it. He rolls. Grant Hill rolls with him. And he released and hit bottom. Ain't nothing he can do about it. That man played some of the best. You couldn't play better defense than what he did. But at that particular moment, Kobe Bean Bryant was the better player.
And that's the moral of the story. You can play as great as they did, and Buffalo played great. But at the end of the day, the better team wins. We lost our Super Bowl. We were not the better team. We thought we were, but at the end of the day, we weren't the better team. Patriots deserve to win, especially we up 28-3. We can't get one stop.
Right.
That's our fault. That's not their fault.
Because one of the most iconic moments of that game, I'm sorry, one of the most iconic moments of that game was after him hitting that shot in hostile territory in front of your opponent's bench. You turn to their head coach and tap him on the backside and shake his head.
Right.
And go and with the airplane mode soaring down the court.
Right. So Andrew, Joe, Clay, why didn't they defense make a play in 13 seconds to prevent overtime? That's all we saying. Why didn't they make the play in 13 seconds? Cause eventually what y'all are doing right now, y'all want participation trophies for both teams.
Exactly.
That's all it comes down to. And like I said, the Falcons was victim of this in the Super Bowl. At the end of the day, we didn't make the plays. We didn't continuously make the plays.
The reason why I want to say this real quick about the rule. The reason why they implemented the rule is because they didn't want to, like, they still got TV contracts. Okay, I want to just throw some technical stuff in there. The reason why they put that in place is because they can't afford to overlap other programs that they have in place. So this is one of the main reasons why they came up. So you can't just have 10, like if you actually go back and look at ESPN, if they go on 4, 5, 6 other channels, this is why they had ESPN 2, 3 news and all of them, ESPN, University, all they got that in place because typically when they go over their designated time, they always change inside. You can watch the remainder of this game on ESPN 2. And then the schedule, the regular scheduled program after takes over that channel. So you can't just keep playing the damn game over some other stuff. So technically, that's the reason why the rule in place to shorten the game, so they won't, because they can actually be fined and all that type of stuff for going over. So at the end of the day, it's a business move. On top of just look, you got to do your damn job.
Because let me say this, a dude, because like I'm gonna speak on two things. One, a dude by the name of Cornell Hayes said, "What does it take to be number one? 2 is not a winner. 3 nobody remembers.
Mm-hmm. What does it take to be number one?"
So I don't need. It's not about participation trophies. At the end of the day, you got to be number one. Mm-hmm. And right now, currently, based off the playoff format, they are number. Let's see, we got 4 teams there, so they number 5.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like I said, at the end of the day, you could say they was gas. You still on the field.
You could get a missed throw somewhere.
Exactly.
You talking about you could get a missed throw or a tip pass that leads to picks like that. That don't matter, but that don't matter, big dog.
See, they're making excuses.
That's an excuse.
That's an excuse.
That's an excuse.
Mm-hmm. That's an excuse right there. You talking about they were both gas. You still, if you're on the field, you got to make a play. That's why there's 53 men on the roster.
Well, let me tell you something. The game was on the line. It was a tie game in the Tennessee and Cincinnati game. Game on the line, tie game, and instead of Ryan Tannehill throwing the ball to a wide open tight end that's directly in front of him, he decides to throw it and contest the coverage.
Yeah.
Ball gets tipped in the air, and then it's intercepted.
Look, Brian Peoples here said it best. Stop moving the goalposts. You know what? I hope the Falcons get an overtime game next year. I want to see if y'all got that same energy. Because if y'all don't have that same energy, that's all I needed to know.
Hey, YouTube is forever.
Ass game. All right, I'm gonna just
shit,
say
I don't
this.
give a damn. They put my face on it. I don't care. You got a bunch of people here that's trying to make excuses about a gas defense. At the end of the day, if both defenses are gas, the rubber meets the road. Something's got to give.
What makes you think the offense gonna stay perfect all game?
Exactly. What if Kansas City? What if Kansas City would have threw an interception? Would have threw an interception?
I mean, that's how they won the first championship. So I don't want to hear that goddamn excuse about the Kansas City offense they only got a chance. They offense failed last time, and the defense against San Francisco. Anybody remember that shit? What the fuck happened there? Y'all, I don't want to hear nothing about no Patrick Mahomes got another chance. He failed. He failed. He failed before his defense got the stop. Kyle Shanahan went stupid and didn't run the damn ball, and he got another chance, and then he did. I don't want to hear that excuse. Right. Patrick Mahomes failed too. He failed in the Super Bowl prior. They only scored 9 points in the Super Bowl. So all these damn excuses about all this, they didn't get a chance. No, his defense gave him another fucking chance by going out there playing solid defense, stopping San Francisco, and they earned a goddamn shot to give Patrick Mahomes a fucking chance. So all these goddamn excuses about, it's not fair for this thing, none of that shit matter. They gave their defense gave him an opportunity to win the fucking Super Bowl, and guess what Patrick Mahomes did? He ran with the opportunity, and he made the fucking play. The end.
At the end of the day.
All these damn excuses, man. This is all excuses. And I love you guys, but it's excuses. It's excuses. I love all y'all, but this is fucking excuses, baby.
Exactly. Why didn't Buffalo make a stop in overtime? If it goes either way, let's just say Buffalo got the coin toss first and they scored on the first drive. Why didn't Kansas City make it?
Why Ike Taylor ain't just like shoestring tackle Demaryius Thomas?
So
to prevent him from running an 80-yard touchdown.
You remember a couple of the Falcon games that they won in overtime on pick sixes by Robert Alford?
Yep.
Shouldn't the other team get an opportunity? Why didn't y'all ask for the other team to get an opportunity then? If it came down to that. Like I said, at the end of the day, the narrative was everybody wanted to see Josh Allen in the AFC Championship game.
They got everybody's 4 opportunities to get it right. They failed all 4 times.
That's all.
Get to overtime. We're gonna end it with this.
Hey, he was just there last year, and he lost to the same dude he just lost to again this year.
Exactly. Exactly.
Like I said, I love you guys, but that's excuses, bro. They had 4 quarters to get it right. They didn't, and overtime became a factor. Everybody knows what the rules are. You can't just be changing rules every time you don't like something. Especially when you've had opportunity after opportunity after opportunity after opportunity. They had opportunities to score. I mean, let's go back to the previous game where they scored almost every time they had the ball. We forget about that shit. We don't forget about Buffalo scoring every chance that they did. Every last game, they scored a touchdown on every possession. Y'all conveniently forgot about that, but they scored every opportunity they had. They scored a touchdown every single time. So what?
And their defense came up with stops.
Yeah, this was one of the tweets that got me ticked off about it because I like he played like
Josh
a demigod.
Allen played like a demigod in the playoffs and didn't get a chance to make it to the Super Bowl because he lost a fucking corner on the stick. So you automatically presume they was gonna win that AFC Championship game. See, shit like that. is the reason what's wrong with a lot of fans. Because you assume that he was just gonna go to the championship. Like you didn't just watch Joe Burrow win a game after getting sacked 9 damn times.
Yeah. Like I said, look, like I said, I remember a particular game between the Packers and the Seahawks where Matt Hasselbeck said they was gonna get the coin flip and score.
Woo!
Through a pick six.
We want the ball. We want the ball. We go to score, and you throw a pick six to our Harris. Well, we scored all right.
Like I said, at the end of the day, you still got to make the play. If you tired or not. Look, we're gonna kind of end it. We're gonna kind of end it here in a few minutes. But what I'm saying is, if you working out with a personal trainer and you tell them they tired, what they gonna do? Get your ass up and do some more reps.
That final
I ain't gonna lie to you. I tried working out, man. My personal trainer told me all the time, get down there, and give me 10. I said shit. I told him shit. Get down there and get him.
My thing is, why did the NFL got to make it? Why does the NFL has to make it fair for both teams? Why they got to make it fair for both teams? Yeah. They put rules in place. Yeah. You got to follow. Why they got to make it? Why do they have to?
See, because what the issue, and then this is what the issue is with it as well. Instead of making it about the game and how much of a shootout this game was and how entertaining this game was, y'all basically discredit Kansas City for winning the game because of a coin.
A coin.
You disrespect Kansas City by that. You disrespect the other team by that because, like I said, at the end of the day, they still got to make the plays to do.
What type of game you said it was, Kev?
You said what?
What type of game you just said it was?
It was a shootout.
And it was a shootout, and what up? Did you say entertaining?
Entertainment.
Okay.
That's really
that right there. That right there.
That's really what it was because
it was entertainment. That's what y'all like. Y'all like entertainment. You don't like football no more. That's what happened.
It ain't about football.
You don't like football.
It ain't about football no more.
You still want to see the offense. You want to see Kansas City offense, and you want to see Buffalo offense.
I'm about to say, if we're gonna do it like that, why don't we just do overtimes to where there's no defense on the field and see who can get the ball in the end zone in the quickest time, and we can see who wins that game now. That's what
everybody loses. They're playing Kansas City. All they can do is just throw the ball to Tyreek Hill.
That's it.
Exactly.
Nobody want to talk about the punt return. That motherfucker went by that. What? Look, come on. Like this ain't about. Look, it ain't nothing about. Y'all keep talking about. Oh, the rule is bad. The rule is bad. At the end of the day, the rule is about all phases.
Let me explain something about that Green Bay game.
Hold on. It's all about the offense against the defense. My offense against your defense. Whatever. This is what parity comes in hand. If this is why you focus building a team that's good on offense. You got to have good defensive line, have a good offensive line. And if you don't build your defense who is capable of getting after the opposing team, then why are we even playing? Like I said, this is arena football. That's what y'all want. Y'all want arena league football?
Hey, I'm about to say, why don't y'all watch arena football? I mean, they got scores like 57 to damn 45 and shit. I mean, ain't that the kind of
them boys? Listen, they play on a 50-yard field, and these boys be out here. These boys be in motion. They start 20 yards behind the line of scrimmage and get a full-fledged sprint before they can take the snap. Like, come on, man.
Hey, look at that. All they care about is the points in the offense. Shit, you got plenty of points in the offense there. You got receivers that can catch for 2,500 yards and 30-something touchdowns. You got quarterbacks throwing for 73 touchdowns. I mean, you can see all kinds of beautiful stuff.
So I'm saying. I don't know. So I'm saying, like, I just want to say this because, like, my thing is, at the end of the day, when you look at that Green Bay and 49ers game, San Francisco was able to get a field goal in the later part of the second half. Mm-hmm. Want to know why they got that field goal? Because when Green Bay kicked the ball off after they kicked their field goal, Deebo Samuel ran it back past the 50-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
with Jimmy G playing the way he playing, they was able to get him in opponent territory on special teams. He was able to get the ball a few more yards downfield for Robert Gould to kick a field goal.
Yeah, because if the special team defense, if the kickoff team doesn't stop him, you literally just made Jimmy G just to make one throw to get in field goal range. If you're going past the 50-yard line,
the game is really. Let's just keep it 100. That game is over if you stop Tariq Hill for returning that punt.
Mm-hmm.
Why do we keep skating over the obvious things that they didn't do? They did not play good special teams. They could not stop Tariq Hill, and they didn't stop the offense. Tyreek Hill, Kelsey, they let them go wide down the field. Why we got to keep making excuses for things that they did not do? They didn't play solid defense. Their coaching was horrible on that last play. Why we keep skating that? This is the reason why we always say the Falcons lost last year because of bad coaching. And now y'all want to reward bad coaching. That's essentially what y'all want to reward bad coaching and bad play. By saying let's give everybody a chance because you fucked up. You lost. We cannot get into rewarding bad football. That's ridiculous.
All right, man. We're gonna go ahead and end this. Like I said, at the end of the day, all three phases of the game matter. This is what the playoffs have shown us this year. If your offense, if your defense, and your special teams ain't on one accord in that game, you label to lose. It's not a guarantee Kansas City is going to beat Cincinnati next week. I mean, it's most likely they would, but it ain't a damn guarantee.
It's not even a guarantee for the Rams to win next week. Yeah, you playing at home in the NFC Championship game, but guess what? You playing somebody that knows you more than anybody else.
Right.
Your divisional rival.
Right. Hey, how about I say I have an idea. Let's make the playoffs the best out of 3 each round. Let's make it the best out of 3. Would you be down for a best out of 3 playoffs in the NFL?
Yeah, to watch one of your best players go down in the first one.
Hey, look. Hey, it gives people the opportunity to see some offense. This is the opportunity to see offense for 3 games.
So what if your QB go down in the first one? What if your QB go down in the second one?
Hey, you shit out of luck. The people don't care. They want to see offense. But let's go ahead and end this thing tonight. Definitely appreciate everybody tuning in. Like I said, the conversation kind of went longer than what we wanted to, but like I said, this was just something that just irked the hell out of all of us today. And getting tagged and people coming at us for for saying that the rule is fine. Hey, just that, like I said, this is the conversation. It gets a little passionate, but hey, man,
we keep it real around here.
Yeah, when it comes to these playoffs, bro, and as Falcon fans, mistake.
He just said one thing that I love about this, and that's the Zebras don't fuck it up. The Zebras actually stayed the fuck out of this game. Mm-hmm. They let them boys play physical as hell in this game.
Exactly.
Honestly, I'm about to give credit where credit due across the board. It wasn't too many Zebras doing anything in them games this past weekend.
Yeah,
this was straight up on teams. It wasn't referees making boneheaded calls, this, that, and third. This was straight up on teams.
Right. Exactly.
So let me applaud the referee. Let me applaud the referee community for that. Because sometimes y'all have some blunders at the most inopportune time. But y'all stayed the fuck out the way this past weekend. Kudos to y'all.
Absolutely.
Exactly. So y'all continue to support Atlanta Falcon Nation around here. Your boy,
we love y'all.
Hey,
we do. And also shout out to the players. And shout out to the players this weekend when they were trying to run 2-minute drills for actually giving the ball to referees.
Ooh, now,
bang bang. But yeah, man, like I said, it's just about the conversation. Like I said, it got fiery, but at the end of the day, sometimes people, like I said, we have to be boisterous like that because people, we want people to be heard and stuff like that. It's all like I said, you ain't have to agree. We could disagree, but hey, at the end of the day, your team, like I said, if your team makes the plays in regulation, there shouldn't be an overtime.
13 seconds.
13 seconds.
You lost the game because you couldn't do your job for 13 seconds.
13
That's
seconds.
almost like having second. That's almost having sex for 13 seconds. Man, your girl gonna look at you like you fucking crazy.
Mm-hmm.
13 seconds? No, you don't give me more than 13 seconds.
Exactly. You be with your girl and that's all you got, 13 seconds. Boy, she ain't gonna want nothing to do with your ass afterwards. Boy. You can go right under that bed and find that rat. That's all she gonna do.
Boy, come on.
Boy, listen, if you can't last past 13 seconds, boy. Ooh, Joker that.
Well, like what it said that was that that's about 13 strokes. If that's all you got, yeah. You go in the bathroom thinking you killing, and all of a sudden you just hear that in the bedroom go, yeah, you in trouble. But until next time, man. Here,
what you doing? What you doing?
She gonna really be. Hey,
you busy?
Look, she gonna really.
I need to come by real quick. This dude went for damn. He ain't shit.
Hey, look. She
how long gonna wait before you get here? 10 minutes.
Oh my God, man.
All right, I'll be ready. I'll see you soon.
Hey, look. She'll really be. I'ma call on Tyrone.
Dang, man, I was off. It would have been perfect.
Hey, she really gonna be. She gonna be calling Tyrone. She gonna be calling Marquise. She gonna be calling all of them.
Certify that itch.
Call it Daquan.
Exactly. Daquan. Shit. She might fuck around and just call a dude. She might just call a dude named Dave on your ass.
Oh my God. Boy.
Hey, don't now while you playing that, don't you sleep on Elroy.
Boy, Elroy got them blue chews, boy. Elroy be ready.
What?
Tear that thing down. He be like,
hey man, I'm so he done came through smelling like juke. Got that #1 granddaddy chain on. That doggone silk shirt. He bopping.
Hey, what did Eddie Griffin say? Oh, you want you an automobile.
Hey, man. Hey, I'm done, man.
Y'all, Hey, look, AFN, man, we ain't here to play. We here to stay. You ain't got to go home.
You got to get the hell.
You gotta get the hell out of here, man.
Deuces.